Hey everyone, Lauren here from Color the Kitty. Welcome to a happy new year by the time you probably watch this. Alright, so let's just get started because I know by the time I'm done the video over here on Facebook, it will be New Year's. Woohoo! Alright, so if you remember, working on this still very, very slowly. I can't believe how long it's been taking me to do this. I would have thought it'd been done by now, but I guess not. So here's the famous sheet that we've been working on. Looks pretty good, but still a ways to go here. Alright, so brands featuring. Let's roll these guys in so I can kind of talk about them, as well as a couple other pieces. I missed out on last week's video because of life. It took a bit of a break from what I do, and then it just kind of led to end up updating a whole whack of my pencil cases, which took a long time to do. I was expecting to be a little faster, but it didn't work out so well. But here we are. Okay, so we got Prismacolor sharpener, along with the replaceable blades from Wyndham Art Supplies. We got the Staedtler sharpener. We have here, I've got this pencil extender. I have no idea what brand it is, but here it is. I've got the pencil extender we'll probably use from Alvin. And then my white blender for this time is actually Bic, which is Conte for a blender. And then color number 1 is Pentel 388. Number 2 gray is Mindware. Number 3 brown is Mindware. Number 4 brown, dark brown, is the Staedtler Ergosoft. It's a bit of a change this time. Number 5, is it number 5? Lose track of all the color numbers. Is another Staedtler Ergosoft. We've been using this for a while. Number 6 is again still the staple Staedtler purple. Number 7 we still have as the Mindware blue. And then number 8 is the Staedtler triangular again for, don't know what they call them. I call them triangular. The box on these original ones are peacock on, so I call them peacock. Then lastly is the Mindware black, so a bit of a change again because my Sears one is no more. Alright, so let's actually just get started and get color in here. I've got lots of fluids here. So I've got a cup of water. I got a cup of champagne spritz Sipology tea, which I'm looking forward to drinking. And I had filled up on liquids just before I started. That way I'm doing a 2-hour session because I was meant to do this last week and I did not. And yeah, just life gets too carried away. Especially as I'm trying to pull on an easel and having a little bit of difficulty. Alright, let me get it opened up here. Because I was working on the globe picture and I just finally got it done. But it led to, I had to update a whole bunch of stuff on it. So here's our sheet, which looks awesome. I'm going to grab my painter's tape and tape it down so hopefully it doesn't move on me. So just trying to get a little bit of tape. Get some scissors. Got it. So a little bit of painter's tape just at the top so I can hopefully hold it in place. I don't like how I just positioned it, so I'm just going to fix it. Painter's tape is a really great temporary tape as long as you don't leave it on. There we go. So I got that. And then we're good to get started. Alright. Cheers to your New Year's. Of course, here I am doing a video. Wasn't intending to do it tonight. Like, I mean, I wanted to get these done today, but it just didn't work out very well for me. Alrighty. So, gotta start somewhere. So I'm just gonna start at the top and look my way down. I think I know where I left off at roughly. Okay, number 9 is the black. Of course, it's out of view. It's like I haven't done this in a while. which is true. I haven't done this in a while. So same as what I've been doing. I match the colors up to what they are, and I just kind of outline them out, shade it in, and so the left side will be lighter than the right side. Right side, I'm doing a darker look to it. And then to top it off, I use a white as a blender, just as a way of burnishing. Pretty much like that. And I'm just going to stair step down a little more. Kind of my weird way of making this into a puzzle. Of course, I'm not very entertaining tonight, aren't I? I don't know. I'm in a little bit of a funk. I had a nap earlier when I shoulda, coulda got a few things done. So here I am, bringing into my new years of coloring. It's actually typically me. And one of the most annoying things about starting a live stream is actually planning to do a 2-hour session. I prepped what I was working on, prepped the desk and everything, get organized, get my beverages made, went to the bathroom, got what I needed ready, and then I'm having that moment of, I need to go back to the bathroom, and I'm like, but I've got 2 hours to go. I'll just wing it and see what happens. I can always do a intermittent pause partly through. My body's just decided that it wants to do something. Oh well. Doesn't this make for great entertainment? Oh my goodness. It's like when you get everything lined up and the one thing that you thought you had contingency for is not working. Ooh, that champagne spritz is really freaking good. Hey, feel free to talk about what you're drinking on this fine New Year's Eve. You know what, my friends? I'll be right back. Oh, life is life. BRB. Alright, let's try this again. See how far I can actually get through this video. Oh my goodness. Alright, I feel better now. Okay. So, how are you? How's your Christmas? Hope it was good. That was pretty good. Like, it was good. Like, I've had better. But it was good enough. It's how you make it, really. It's like I had some issues and just essentially took time to myself. Hence why I'm a little behind on Stampin' Up! And Color the Kitty, because I just simply took time to be with myself, work out some issues, go enjoy a few things. So I think we'll get to the corner today. I certainly think so. All right. Sip of tea. A bit of intoxicants to enjoy the night. Because, hey, why not? It's New Year's. Yay. Oh, and of course, I forgot to put in the description that of the original Facebook post that Michael's is the easel. Oh, good. And of course, the downside with Facebook is Facebook does not want me to play music that's recognizable, which kinda sucks. Would love to play some music right now. It appears my hot tea isn't so hot anymore. So the Christmas season, this is actually kind of funny. I ended up expanding my tea collection pretty horribly. uh, and then even more. So, as you may or may not know, I sell Supology, which is fine. However, my family, my parents, have like absolutely no interest in loose leaf tea, so trying to promote to them, like even just lightly be like, hey, try this, is like a total no-go. So it's actually pretty hilarious. So my mother insisted that this year she really wanted like the same tea set I gave her last year, which is really just a Walmart seasonal cheap set or something that I had found. So I figured the likelihood of finding the exact same set of a seasonal set of tea from last year of Walmart or something might be impossible. So I went and found her a seasonal Christmas set, like a holiday set of Lifted Cup, which Lifted Cup is still bag tea because that's what they like. I cannot get them to really go for loose leaf tea. So okay, fine. So I did that. I bought her the set that I saw at I think it was Spring Ridge Farms. It was a Lifted Cup, and she likes it. I'm like, well, that's good. Anyway, but then luckily for me, right just before Christmas, I'm in Walmart, and there's that tea set from last year, so I bought her that too. I'm like, okay, fine. So I kind of went a little over above and beyond by giving her 2 tea sets, even though I sell tea that I like. Anyway, whatever. So to add to the story, if you're familiar with Supology every year has what's called the 24 Steves. So in this case, and it's really their advent calendar, but they can't call it that because that's trademarked apparently. So I convinced my mom to buy me the last year's set last year. Okay. So then for this year, like even right after I said I really want it again for 2022 Christmas. It comes out in October. So sure enough, knowing her, she doesn't like loose leaf tea. She doesn't understand the concept of it. She thinks it's overpriced, the set. So she refused to buy it for me this year. I'm like, okay, fine. I bought it for myself come October 1st when it came available. And I bought a second I was going to gift to my sister-in-law, my brother's wife. So, okay. Well, sure enough, after the fact, she wants to buy it. But I already received mine and already opened it up and started enjoying it, so that's out. So she managed to buy the one that we're going to give to my sister-in-law. So she still gave that to my sister-in-law. Like, okay, great. All right. So then my mom really wanted to buy me tea. Okay, whatever. So she heard that Lifted Cup, Lifted Cup again, had. I more pieced it together because she heard some store in Fergus or somewhere, some candy chocolate store had what's called a yard of tea. It's literally a box that's a yardstick long, filled with tea. So at the time, I didn't know it was Lifted Cup. I didn't know what it was. So after I did a bit of a Google search, I'm like, oh, okay, it's Lifted Cup. So I started, yeah, Lifted Cup is okay. I've had some before at work because work has some of the teas, and work received it free from Staples once or twice or whatever. Okay, whatever. So she proceeds to go and buy it, which she did. But because I knew she wanted a yard of tea, and this is leading up to when I was shopping for her, I knew I wanted to buy her tea. So I purposely went to Spring Ridge Farms as well, picked up the holiday kit of the Lifted Cup. That way it's a different set. That way I'm not giving her the exact same as what she's giving me, Strategic planning here. Okay. So then Christmas comes along. I received my gifts from them, and I opened up at home here with my partner and I. Nice and private that way. And of course, the one box that friggin' stands out is the yard of tea. I'm like, yeah, okay, she bought me that. So I open it up, it's a yard of tea. Okay. So then I open my gifts. Now remember, I sell loose leaf tea, okay? And lifted cup is tea bags. Okay, fine, whatever. So then I'm opening up stuff, and then I open up, I forget the sequence of which I opened up first, but there was two more tea gifts. One was a President's Choice tea advent calendar, and they're tea bags, of course. Now that advent calendar, and I've seen that one actually, but I didn't go for it for her because I did research and try to find tea for her, and I did see that one, but I'm like, eh. It had a whole bunch of different. It was all. See, part of the advent calendar tea sets I kept seeing online is they only have one of each. Me, I'm like, no, I want to give a set that's got some teas, like even if it's 12 teas or something, with quantity with it. Not, oh, here's one. So, sure enough, I get this advent calendar of President's Choice tea, 24 individual tea bags, and then I open up another gift. There's a box of Laura Secord teas. Now these ones, they might be loose leaf actually. Um, they're all individually, each tea bag is individually boxed and packaged, so it actually might be loose leaf. I'm planning to, when I get around to one of those, just cut the bag open and see what's in it, so it might be. But it was just the giggle of, it's like, I sell tea, and she's gifting me different tea. Like, I don't mind variety of other teas because I do collect other teas from here and there. I have a friend who likes to gift out like a bag or like a little tea bag or two of something that's individually wrapped or whatever. So I'm all for it. Like, it's just the problem is my list now is ridiculously long. That's I actually keep a list of all the teas I have, and what I do is every day that I'm home, okay? At work, it's a little different because I can't carry all my tea with me to work because that would just be insane. But every day when I'm home, I'm going to have a cup of tea because it's not every day. I'm still trying to make it more of a tea habit instead of drinking pop all the time. And what's great is, regardless of which type of tea you're going for, there's usually non-caffeinated somewhere. So between my selections, I've got probably a lot of it. I'll have a list of tea. They're all numbered. And I'll randomly select one. That's where tonight is champagne spritz. So that's my style. So at Christmas dinner, I was making a joke at the table with my family. It's like, yeah, I've got like now 156 or 157, somewhere around there. Say, 155. 155 different teas. And which also includes hot chocolates and a couple other things, but pretty much in matcha. So it's like tea. It's like, holy crap, tea. Drink time. In that Christmas dinner, we brought, because my sister-in-law was gifted the 24 steeps, we brought 2 sample teas to bring. I think it was, we brought naturally sweet peach, and then the sangria one. Oh, the name has lost me. I think it's cherry sangria or something. I can't remember now. Anyway, whatever. So she loved the sangria because that's what we had, and just talking about tea, and it perked her interest. Anyway, but it was just like the giggle was like, oh my god, I was making fun of it. Like, fact, it was like, I now have like enough tea to last me a couple years. If I have like just one a day or something, it's like, oh my god. And of course, classic me. I end up buying more tea because, as much as fine, my mom does not do loose leaf tea. But she was listening at Christmas dinner, and she wanted to buy my sister-in-law a teapot for next Christmas, which is 2023. I'm like, oh boy. Like, so I had to get chat with her. I'm like, look, you realize my sister-in-law might buy it before then. Like, there's a whole year to go. And she's like, she knows. I'm like, okay, fine, just warning, like, what if she buys something? What if she has something? Like, especially with buy it now, and it's gonna sit in a box for a year. Okay, fine. So because of that opportunity, because I was at my Sipology code, I was waiting to close off my host order, but I wanted to make one more order on it, so it just worked out that I was able to top up the order with what I wanted, and that one's coming next week, which has more tea in it, because I'm silly that way. Oh my goodness. And then because I was able to complete my host order at the top tier rewards, I have more tea here. So my list, I said earlier, it was let's say 155, because I figured it was 156, 157. It went up to, after the host order arrived, 177 new teas added to my list. And I'm like, oh my god. I just can't seem to stop, can I? And hot chocolate and, etc. So, as you can tell, I have a tea problem. Oh my goodness. And actually, the last couple of years, I got into drinking more water too. So I kind of balance my day with water and tea. But generally, my go-to at work is English breakfast, and then work is like a graveyard of teas. So I'm a hoarder tea here, but work used to have like somewhere in the 40s different teas in the cabinet, and I've been slowly working it down bit by bit. So again, same concept. I have a list of the tea at work, and I'll randomly select one most, because I have my English breakfast, and then most days I'll have a tea from the cabinet just to kind of work down the collection. And how, even though yes, I sell Sipology, no, sometimes it is nice to try something different. That's where I like the randomizer. Gives me a chance to get an idea of, hey, if I find, say, lifted cup, because we got a bunch of those at work. If I drink one of the lifted cup ones, and it's a flavor that I wouldn't expect, hey, it's something to look into for the Sipology version or whatever. It just kind of helps, because I'm so taste sensitive. I have to keep rotating. Like English breakfast, I can work with it. I've kind of really zoned in on that one. And my latest new favorite literally is the champagne spritz. Oh my god. And as much as, okay, fine, I have so much Sipology tea to last me forever, there's only a few I've only repeat purchased, which is English breakfast, Earl Grey de la Creme, because my partner really likes that one, Unicorn Kisses, and Champagne Spritz, and that's it. Those are the only teas I repeat purchased with intention of wanting to keep in my cabinet, so, which I think is interesting. That I just keep accumulating more and more tea, so overall, I don't need to drink a lot. But it was just a Champagne Spritz one. It's my recent purchase. I'm like, I just gotta get it. It is really nice. So that's the beauty of the 24 steeps. Try different tea. I tried one the other day. I had a sample tea from somebody. It was like a single tea bag. I don't have any more of this one. It was like a red maple rooibos from PC. And hey, sometimes some of the teas just doesn't agree with me. And I was not a fan of it. So, and then someone suggested I should donate all this tea. And I'm like, I could. But I'm like, nah, I'm going to keep it. Because it gives me a chance to play around, mix teas, have fun. And, because I'm kind of like a hoarder that way. Bit of a problem I have. But what I found is I used to be very OCD with I need to consume things. I still am. I still very much am. When I have something, I need to see, like a pencil. I have to consume it all the way down to like less than an inch before I can get rid of it, type of thing. Which is fine. But I find I used to be so worried about consuming, especially when I start coloring. I would not use sharpeners as often as I should, because as you can probably tell, each time I switch a color, I resharpen the tip. Even if I'm using the same color over and over and over for a while, I still, each shade area, resharpen the tip, because I find better control for coloring, better overall. And I'm not worried about consuming that pencil any faster. So for psychology, that's been in advance for me. So in this case with the tea, same thing. It's like, so what? If I make a cup and I get distracted for an hour and I forget to drink it, well, no big deal. Or I mix a tea and it doesn't work. That's okay. Pour it out, make a new one. So I used to worry about wasting. I'm like, I'm not wasting. That's where with my current tea list, I have enough tea, like I said, probably years, a cup a day, years, maybe 5 years. Like, it just, I have so much here. And I only steep things once. I don't double steep. As in some tea says, oh, you can steep it like 3 times. I don't even do that. Because again, same thing. It's like, I have so much. I don't need to nickel and dime re-steep it to exhaust out the leaves. That's just me. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm on a tea theme lately. I do have a tea group on Facebook if you want to check it out, because I do really enjoy my tea. And I have to say, this is going to be like the longest video ever. We're only at 34 minutes in. Another hour and a half to go, my friends. It's fun though. I enjoy this. I haven't done it 2 hours since before I started doing my Christmas Madness stuff. So I thought today I was gonna do like a 1 hour and then a 1 hour later. I'm like, then tonight I'm like, no, I'm just gonna do 2 hours. Let's get this done. But yeah, the tea thing. Oh my goodness, I got way too much tea. It's a little overwhelming. And I was going through the cabinets earlier. Cabinets, yes. Trying to reorganize it a little better because I added new tea. So I'm like, okay, let's go through, because I have a sequence on what sequence are there. Because I paired like the types together, like the naturally sweet. Then there's the rooibos, the fruit tea. Then there's green. There's white. There's black tea. Like I have it batched in the cabinet for the most part. I have my favorites with the box sets in one end, and then the box sets being more samples because they're a bit of a pain in the butt to work with. I even went as far as made a second copy of my tea list, stuck it in the fridge for my partner, because like we were talking about the tea, and so I now have the Breezy for doing fancy blendings and that. And I'm like, hey, like, do you want a list of what we actually have here? Like, because I've got way more than I'll ever need, and I'm willing to share. It's like, go ahead, enjoy. Like, have some, you know? So I made the list a little more non-Lauren code, where identified, hey, what's pre-portioned? What's a sample? That way my partner can have some and doesn't have to worry about, you know, can always kind of check. It's like, hey, sees a tea and it's a sample, can always ask me, is it okay to have it or something? Or if it's pre-portioned and or just simply, hey, there's lots of it, have at it. Go ahead, experiment. Make your own mix of something. Because we're looking at, not tonight, because it's already too late now. We're not doing it tonight, but possibly with the Breezy, play with vodka. See what we could mix with certain teas just for interest. So that might be a tomorrow project. We'll see. But I was thinking about when I go back to work next week. I'm only having a 3-day weekend, so it's not like I've been off much or anything. Because I want to share more about tea. Just trying to, because I like going through the work tea, because it just kind of keeps it interesting for me. But I generally don't talk about the non-sipology tea, so I keep a division on it. That way I'm not trying to promote everything else. Because I know I've said they lifted cup a whole bunch of times today. But I'm thinking of, I always take my English breakfast with me to work. But I'm considering randomly have a tea of the week to take to work. That way, I've had my English breakfast. Say I've had the random tea at work. And depending on my day, if that point I'm going to have another cup of tea. Because hey, some days are pretty quiet. What's the third tea? Would be the tea of the week or something. I don't know. Or I keep telling myself I'll do that when I work down the work collection. I think it's down to like 32 right now. Or when I work it down to a point of all that's left is tea I don't like, then yeah, maybe look into that as an idea. That way I'm not... Part of my OCD is like, hey, it's free tea at work. Because it's like the So why I say it's the graveyard of teas is when I first started working, I opened that cabinet and I found... So I started work there in 2018, okay? They had tea in there from the year 2001. Literally, they had the expiry, the year 2001, and I'm like, do you want to keep this? She's like, just throw it. I'm like, okay, like this. I was looking and it's like, whoa, that's some old stuff. Yeah, that's what I mean by work is the graveyard teas. But yeah, I do. The tea time idea is really growing on me. God, I love these glitter cups. They're awesome. Alright. And to be fair, I don't like all the teeth I have. I mean, see, everybody, we're not gonna all like everything, so I do mark off the, okay, which ones did I not like today? That way I know for next time. Because the teas that I don't like, I mix them with another tea to try to come up with, a way of, again, experimenting. See if I can make it a tolerable drink. So again, less worry about wasting. But if you are in Canada and you're interested in some tea, I can send you a bag of something. Because I've got actually now a couple bags of duplicate teas. Because what happened was, with my host order, I said yes to all the exclusives, which leads to I have extras of tea that I'm kind of like, I'm probably never going to buy it again. Or hot chocolate or something. So it's like, I don't need that much. So potentially, depending on you guys, if you want a packet of something, if you're local to me, even better, I can just give you some. I also have a whole bunch of matcha sours, the fizzy matcha sour sticks too, if you want to try some. Da, 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 da. Making progress. Oh. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Drink. My tea is almost depleted. It's a good thing I ordered champagne spritz anyway, because I was prepping this, and the sample from the 24 steeps only had like half a spoon left, and this one takes 1.5 spoons, so there we go. So that way next time I hit it, I'm just going to pour the rest into the new bag. That way it's just easy to work with. And then update my list. That sample of champagne spritz in the 24 steep 2022 is now empty. But yeah, lots of coloring. I've been working on this for a long time, which is cool. It's just crazy. It's been a long time. I was so glad to update my pencil cases this week, because I had 3 packs that became at least 1 pencil depleted. It was the Ergo Soft for the Staedtler, yes, and then the Conte Bic, and then the Vivacolor one. So I added a whole bunch of pencils to my pencil case, and I screwed up my list a bunch of times because I was trying something new, but that's okay. I'll fix it in the next revision. But I needed a new list because it's been getting too chaotic knowing what's what. So part of what delayed me working on this video was I really wanted to get those pencil cases updated list so I can pull up pencils I need, because I had to put everything back in to try to update it properly for pencils I pulled out for projects. Problem with that is I need to get that task done so I can get back to coloring. So I finally finished that earlier today. Oh, and I hear a poodle. Probably like, Mommy, what are you doing? Alright. He is the cutest little puppy. Yeah, he's staring at me. It's like, Mommy, go to bed so we can cuddle. He's been a real cuddler lately, actually. It's actually really nice. Love my little guy. So yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. Just about. Oh my goodness. New Year's resolutions. Oh, I don't know. I'm not big on those myself, because I'm like one of many that try and fail. However, which really leads to more of a what's my real underlying issues for goal setting. So yeah. I don't really know what this year is going to be, because yeah, all these direct sales are doing, they make a vision board and yada yada yada. So yeah, I know. I have a different kind of vision board happening. I'm still tweaking it, kind of thing. Because part of my splurge for Christmas via my mother was I picked up the magnetic board that they had for the kids collection, which is nice. So there it is in front of me, and I've put on there my Stampin' Up goals and my life goals as a nice way of reminder. And so I gotta figure out how to keep that more focused in the new year. Because I think finally, last little while, I finally have more clarity with what I'm doing, which is partly because I finally sat down and I'm trying a different version of a calendar task list, and this current version is working. So, because I was doing another version, more virtual, and it just wasn't sticking. So I'm like, okay, screw it, go back to classic pen and paper and try again. And this version, I'm actually assigning tasks to days and more spread out focus, knowing by such date I need this, such date I need that. So do it on paper for a while before I can get the routine really nicely built in before I transition back to virtual, because I love the virtual version I have. It just did not work for me, or at least in that version I'm working with. So maybe that version, it was pretty good, but not where I want to be. There's just a couple of limiting things on it that I didn't like. So, go back to what works, and then at some point, when the routine is much more honed in, and then look at seeing what I can tweak on it. So even though I'm late this week, because this is supposed to be last week's video, technically, and this week's video, but I'm feeling more organized than I have in a long time. So, between the vision board that I have, which looks really cool, and what I've got going on, I'm feeling much more clarity of what I'm moving forward with Stampin' Up! And that. And of course, I didn't complete my goals of what I wanted to get done before New Year's. I had want to make up a New Year's coloring sheet, but there is still tomorrow. There is still New Year's Day to put one together, and that is my plan for tomorrow. Once I get some sleep, get up, trying to get distracted with VR. We're in a VR mode now in our household. So, that's my plan for tomorrow. Oh, I've got a really cute poodle walking around. Here, my little tap dancing poodles. Love that dog. Alright. And continuing on. Yeah, just getting a lot of the center more filled in tonight by the looks of it. And slowly growing up to the top here. So we're getting there. But, yeah. And I should finish that tea soon. I'm getting there. And all gone. And that's okay. Just gonna flip my selection here, bring my water forward. There we go. Just gonna do a quick look at something here. Okay, just making sure I didn't like do something stupid here. Oh, only me, I probably did. No, because I had another tab open on my computer, on my browser. I'm like, okay, am I watching a video at the same time, apparently? No, I'm not. I just still had something open. I was looking at last time's color video to get an idea of, okay, which session is this again? Because it's in my notes, but my notes are all put away right now. Because I've been busy doing other stuff today. Damn, I want to listen to music. And I can't. Because it's just one of those nights. Yeah, I'm definitely in the music mood. Alright, continue on here. Oh, what have I got now? Oh, fudge. Oh, I'm getting mixed up with my colors. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a 1, not a 5. Oh my. Oh, I'll be mostly hidden. Maybe doing a 2-hour live stream was not the best of ideas. That's okay. Hey, it makes it interesting. Yeah, there's a little tiny bit of green in there. Oh my goodness. Well, we're almost at 1 hour. 102. Bit of drugs. At this point, kind of need some. Although these are the type that I find doing. I generally don't do these videos when I'm on that stuff because I find a 1 hour video feels like nearly double the time almost. So it's like, so sure enough of tonight, it's gonna feel even longer. Oh yeah, that was an interesting topic at Christmas dinner. So, a family member, I'm not going to say who because I'm not going to get into the story. I have a family member who doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, I don't think they smoke cigarettes anymore, but I think they actually finally quit. But anyway, but doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't do other smoky things, doesn't do pretty much any intoxicant, goes to all these medical appointments for some other thing. And they keep asking him, they're like, they can't believe that the person doesn't do any sort of intoxicants. They're like, come on, everybody does something. So, the way the world is, it's like, everyone's got some sort of thing happening. And it's like, no, not this one. So I just thought it was kind of funny. It's like, but it just kind of gave me like a universal acceptance feeling of knowing what I do to help myself is actually okay by most people, except for my household apparently. My family, I mean. Yeah, it's a tricky topic there. Family. Yeah. Alright, we're like nearly at 1 hour point, and I need a topic. I need a topic. I don't know. I didn't plan this. I was like, I'm just gonna do a 2 hour tonight. Let's see. What can I talk about? That's the problem with some of these. It's like, the problem with being a seller, promoter, influencer, whatever you want to call it, what I do. I can't talk about everything, if you know what I mean. Like, there's just so much that has to be unsaid. So, it's hard. It's like how to come up with something that's at least somewhat engaging or entertaining or whatever. I don't know. That's always the challenge. Talked about Christmas a lot. Tea. Talked a lot about tea. Talk about water, but that can only go so far. Water. Alright, we got some purples coming up. Fudge. I don't know. Oh, I just broke my pencil. I gotta go fix my sharpener. I've got the lead stuck in it. It's just easier to push back the easel so I got a little more space to work with. Da, 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 da. I don't know. Gotta do a bit of grinding here because I broke a lead. First time in an hour. Wow, that's actually pretty impressive. Good credit to these pencils today, eh? If this is the first time in an hour I actually broke the lead. So that's pretty impressive. They're good as new. Alright. Yeah, this one's gonna need an extender soon. Alright, got that one. Get the white. So lately, last so many weeks, I've been doing pre-recorded of these. I was momentarily distracted because I hear noise upstairs. My partner was trying to get the pup to behave. I guess it's haircut time. I've been doing most days like 5-10 minutes here and there. Just do a bit of a trim down on areas I can get at. And I'm listening to he's being pretty resistant right now. Alright, we're at the halfway point. One more hour to go. And for us here, during the Facebook portion of this, it's about 52 minutes to New Year's. Happy New Year. And for those catching the replay on YouTube, Happy New Year to you. I think we're doing pretty good in the first hour. Alright, so now we're just going to get that top bit here. And there we go. And that's pretty darn awesome. Alright, so then we're going to stir step down. We can do number 5. 5 is the green. Hey. So I guess what topic I can use here is reflect on the past of 2022. a lot of new challenges. Maybe not good challenges. Like a lot of new things came up in life that presented the realization of, okay, the path I'm on, I need to fix and do better. So, plus combination of, oh yeah, I've got a whole bunch of other things I need to do better at. So it's a bit of a more reflection I've been going through on, yeah, I need to work on a few things. So, a couple of hidden problems came to light. So it's like, okay, I need to make some life changes. So that for me kind of came up this year. And I'm making progress towards them. And there's other things I'm not making very much progress. One of my quests I've been working on since 2021 actually is, okay, I'm getting all mucked up here with my sequence, was drink water every day. And I finally hit that sometime this year. And to do the quest, it takes, do it consistently every day for 100 days. And by doing that, it really helps set in the routine. So I did that and it actually worked. So that was pretty good. I'm working on 2 versions now. One is very private. I'm not going to say what it is. But my other one is having a cup of tea every day. And this one I've been struggling with. So the other one I'm really struggling with. So I need to work on that a lot more. The other one has some psychological issues, so that's part of the... I decided have 2 active 100-day quests. So until when I complete one, I'll start another one. So that's been something that more woke to the last 2 years, because it was in 2021 that I started this 100-day quests concept. It was just, and I realized I am going to fail. It is going to happen. So, do the best I can. Yeah, I'm just getting OCD with this. I'm a sequence person. Just checking on if it's going to overlap. Because I've been doing this in such a weird way. And it's gonna... just the way my eye wants to look at it. But, it's okay. It's not bad. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, I'm just... lots of stuff in my head. I know I got like super quiet there. Just reflecting. But I think I need to come up with an incentive for the 100-day challenges. Not just, hey, do this to complete it. Yeah, but an incentive to, when I complete it, what do I reward myself with? So that I need to figure out. Because that might help me get past my hurdle with that one challenge I have. The private one that is just, and this one has been something I struggled with since I was a kid. So it's a deep one. And when I decided some months ago I was going to take it on, I'm like, no, I'm ready. I'm ready to at least try. I'm ready to make that a focus finally in my life. So, but lately I've been slacking. So I need to get back on track. And tonight might be a good night for that, actually. Start in the new year on the right kind of foot. So I think for me to carry into 2023 is just keep doing what is working for me. Keep doing my 100-day quests. Enjoy having a little more time for me again, hence why I'm late getting these videos out. Spend more time with my sweeties, which are currently upstairs. One's giving the other one a haircut right now. I can hear that much. Have fun with what I'm doing, even though technically this video is kind of work-ish for color. Like, it's not, it's work, but it isn't. I have to bring myself to do this every week. And I am looking at trying to be more organized in the new year with Colored Kitty and Stampin' Up. So far with Stampin' Up, I have not full-fledged planned out, but I have classes in my mind planned out all the way into April. I just need to sit down and actually iron them out. So that's something I have not been able to do before. I've not been able to succeed, so I'm excited about it. Although I'm nervous because I still have a lot of work to do to get to feeling more organized. But I like that I'm able to think further ahead, more planned ahead, instead of I'm struggling with ideas. I'm struggling to plan the next class. It's more of I pick the dates, I pick the theme, roughly, and then the rest will come as they come. I'm less stressed out about what I'm planning for classes. So that's a new development for me. I'm just kind of going with what I feel like doing. If people come, great. If people don't, that's okay. It's allowing me, I've been more focused this year on YouTube content, which is going really well. And I think I need to go make another bathroom break again. Same issue at the beginning of it. It's like, why does my body know this? It's like 1 hour later, same problem. Alright, I'm gonna have to take care of it now because I know I'm gonna be struggling. BRB, my friends. Okay, I'm back. Of course, Happy New Year. Start off the new year with having the runs. Oh, yeah, I think my dinner earlier is in the green with me. Oh my goodness. But that's okay. Alright, let's get back to coloring. But what I started implementing the past month or so is most of my videos are pre-recorded, which for me frees up time so much. So I'm looking to get back, and it allows me more calm of planning too, versus okay, you know, it's Thursday night, because the Stampin' Up video is still going to be mostly live on Facebook, but for the Color the Kitty portion I'll most likely do pre-record. That way I've got more time to prepare, plan, figure stuff out. But what was driving me a little bonkers was my Christmas Madness series was just, you know, that extra bit of, oh my god, I gotta do another video every week. Because I was doing like 4 videos a week. And now I'm back to 3 with the occasional, you know, spontaneous, oh, I received a box or something I really want to show or something, you know. So I'm back to that again. So I'm hoping this weekend, because it's New Year's, I'll be prepped for the upcoming week, hopefully. Like the Stampin' Up, I'm still intending to be mostly live. I am planning to have a backup video in the queue in case for some reason it comes Thursday, I can't go live, but I've got something in the works that I can pop up. So that's part of my plan for that, is be more organized, be more planned ahead. So there's some, but part of problem of goal setting is the part I struggle with. It has to be a realistic and attainable goal. That's where I'm like, yeah, fudge that. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. But really, it's got to break it down to attainable steps. And that's where, but still a bit of a stretch to attain the steps. So I'm thinking I'm finally getting organized. So yeah, looking forward to more adventures and stuff in the new year. I would love to do a Stampin' Up in-person events. That is something that's on my radar. And part of another goal setting is make a Christmas card a week. That way I can try to get ahead of the season again, which isn't really going to go very well, but it's an idea. A card or 2. As well, I need to make a couple cards a week for Stampin' Up, which this week I am behind. I gotta write that down actually. So that's part of my, this week I have not made what I wanted to make, so that is a quest for tomorrow. I gotta write that down actually. So we'll get there. So my to-do list tomorrow is still very lengthy, but part of the hurdle was, oh yeah, I gotta do these color quest videos, and that's like a 2-hour plus block, because by the time I do the videos and upload to YouTube, and then, but I decided, you know what, tonight it's gonna put me past midnight, which is not a bad thing for New Year's. Happy New Year, Color the Kitty, classic Color the Kitty style. But I'm like, yeah, but it frees me up better tomorrow to get some more other admin work done. Like I do some mail, I gotta prep some stuff, so that's where this kind of works out for me tonight. To just work on this. Not even though I'm starting the new year's behind, but I'm starting intentional with accountability of, I know I need to work on what I need to work on. So I think that's cool. Okay, making sure my mic was back on. Because I mute it when I run down to the bathroom. But yeah. But yeah, looking forward to a new year. 2023. So that was something interesting. So I was at work the other day talking to my boss, and one of the workers had mucked up his personal vehicle on a private property. Anyway, so the gist was we're on about collision and cars are like holy freaking crinkle disposable and whatever. And I was talking about my crash from years ago, and then we're on about insurance companies because the guy who mucked up his car, he's having problems with insurance. And it's like it's the same insurance company I have, but at least I still have collision. Whatever. Anyway, it was just talking, and it occurred to me. I'm like, oh wait, how many years have I been driving? I'm like, oh my god. It's like, you know when you're getting older, and you keep thinking you're still a kid, but then you realize, yeah, I was in high school nearly 20 years ago. I'm like, I ain't a kid anymore. But it's that realizing stuff when you keep thinking, oh, that was a few years ago. No, that was more than a freaking few years ago. So that kind of hit me. It's like, oh my god, I'm getting old. It's like, wow. Because it occurred to me, I've been driving I got my license in, I forget when it was. Close to 20 years. Yeah, I'm like, fudge, has it really been that long? It's like, yeah, it says. It's just, life just keeps going. Alright, I'm getting all distracted here. Where am I going? Alright, we're coming back down to here, so we're getting somewhere. Okay, I'm still on camera. Okay, we're going way back to the beginning here. Let me get some water. Okay, 2. But yeah, because I'm 37. So I'm like, Christ, it's been like a long time. I ain't little anymore. I guess part of the guise of that is because my mom still treats me like a little kid, which is frustrating. Because I'm not a little kid anymore. I'm the youngest kid in the family, but it's still yeah, like I'm trying to build my life here, like, which is hard. Trying to build myself with a support system that is not from the family household, which is not helpful. So, yeah, and then having issues like that from time to time, it's like, yeah, I'm trying to work on myself. Not easy. And of course, part of my faults is my dog is not happy upstairs. He does not like haircuts, but it's okay. It'll be fine. Where was I going with all this? I forget. I had the thought process and I lost it. Oh yeah, I'm short-tempered. That's it. I am. Especially like first thing in the morning for me when I wake up. I'm one of those people. Don't bug me in the morning until I've had time to wake up, take some pills, and get through the morning negativity. Because I'm one of those, I wake up every day, I am miserable at the world. And what I know it's not their fault, but when I wake up to messages from direct sellers or sausage festers, meaning men who want sex or something, it's like I am no patience for it. So I had one this morning, and I'm like, dude. It's like I asked, like, because 4 a.m. he messages me about happy holidays. I'm like, great. I'm like, thanks. And are you interested in arts and crafts? And I kind of commented about, you're messaging me at like 4 a.m. here, my time. Like, what the heck? So, and then he starts going about some religious stuff, and I'm like, oh boy. I'm like, dude, you didn't answer my question. He's like, yes, I did. I'm like, no, you did not. Like, I asked you a specific question with a question mark at the end of it. You did not answer. So, then I proceeded to be a pest. So I sent him a bunch of whole symbology information. Like, hey, dude, you chose to bug me, and you don't answer my question. Here. Like, ugh. So, and then some direct sellers. Like, I'm sorry. Like, when it comes to selling, as much as I'm contradicting myself with the consent thing, because with that dude, it's like, dude, you're not even listening to what I'm saying anyway. But with people who contact me, it's like, I want a sense of respect. And a lot of them don't get it because they're a 24/7 business. Fine. They're a 24/7 business. I'm not a 24/7 customer. Like, I'm not looking to buy something in my sleep kind of thing. It's like, screw off. Stop bugging me in my sleep. So I tend to have like no filter first thing in the morning because I'm like, I just got no patience for it. And yeah, there's times I've woken up to, oh, they're selling something. I'm like, no. I do not consent to being messaged before I wake up. And even it pertains to nighttime. Even at nighttime. If I get a message at midnight from somebody, I'm like, it better be pretty damn important because don't care. There's off hours. So me as a business, I have my off hours. So technically I'm kind of half on right now, but I'm doing a video. But as for other communications, that part is closed. The only time, whoops, I just scratched the back of the sheet. The only time I'm on for somebody, if there's actual consent laid out that it's acceptable to message at whatever time. So, fine. They're a 24/7 business, but they don't care about the lack of consent. And it's actually in the code of ethics about best practices in messaging and contacting and that. And a lot of them don't get it. And it's like, read your code of ethics. This is a known issue. And yet they argue with me. I'm like, well, easy answer. Not going to buy your products. And I don't care if they buy mine or not. Because they have no respect for their client base. Yeah, my sister-in-law and I were talking a lot at Christmas time about direct sales. Because I guess she's not into direct sales like I am, but she's been around people who have sold. Because she has her own business, which is a services business. So as she attends to her clients' houses for the services, they try to sell her their stuff. And it's like, yeah, no thank you. I got incoming poodles. Hey, buddy. Oh, he's a poodle. Hey, sweetie, how's your face? Oh, you look like a handsome poodles. He's a cutie. Alright, I'm going to mute myself for a moment or two. Hey all, got distracted. My partner was giving the pup a good treat, so it was a quick moment of checking with the pup. I love my little puppy. Alrighty, so we got 25 minutes left of the video and about 18 minutes to New Year's for the Facebook viewers here. So Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So yeah, yay for goal setting. Other stuff I can talk about. I don't know. Okay, 3 is brown. In case you hear licking sounds, my dog is enjoying peanut butter. But yeah, lots of coloring. Oh yeah, I remember the topic before I got distracted about direct sellers and that. Because I'm finding, for me personally, direct sales for Symbology and Stampin' Up. I want to be me. I don't want to be like everybody else and how they sell. So I'm taking a very slower, longer road approach to it all. Because I'm like, I don't want to be the person messaging people at 5, 6 a.m. with, buy, buy, buy. No. Like, and then I've been lately more intentional. It's like, hey, as people messaging me, it's like, I had one where this woman, don't really know her at all, wants me to donate to some charity. But what the interesting part was, there wasn't even a question in the original post. And then the newest one, I think it was theirs, I just kind of ignored it. It's like, look, if I haven't responded the first time, I understand she's following up, the whole follow-up thing, but I'm like, yeah, but lady, if your follow-up is at, no, this was yesterday actually, if your follow-up is at 10 o'clock at night for my time, yeah, no thank you. I'm not that interested. Because clearly you don't, because I'm kind of showing a, hey lady, I don't care. I'm not in this to donate to your charity. I'm in this to work on my own charity. As in, why I'm doing direct sales is to help myself in more ways than one. As a little mini entrepreneur, as also as financial, because I need money. Yay, number 8 is making a debut in here. The Staedtler color. So it's like, yeah, I'm in this to make money for myself, not spend money on others. So sorry that I don't play the same rules as everyone. And I don't do party swaps, because who do I have to party with? Nobody. Because I'm not a party, personally I'm not a party person. That is not my angle at this stuff. So, no. So I'm finding like, I just don't want to be like anybody else. Because I've been around some people, oh, they agreed to have a party because they want me to party swap. I do up a Stampin' Up! Party and it bombs. And they don't care. Well, okay, well, there's the hint. Yeah, thanks for wasting my time, Yeah, I want a party, but you don't, the host doesn't even engage their guests. That to me is not a party. And yet it's my fault for making it crash. It's like, yeah, okay, you guys suck. To me, I'm of the mind, hey, I'm just the seller. You want the products? You want your guests to buy stuff? You know your guests better than I do. You gotta work your guests. Because I feel that's the result when it happens that people want me to buy stuff. They want me to work my guests. And I'm like, first of all, I need to have guests to be able to have a party. And my social circle isn't really enthusiastic on doing a party, so I don't do parties. And I find most of these direct sellers don't work with the host on how to make the party useful for both. It's like me, I'm like, yes, so my host coaching isn't good, but I'm working with hosts that don't want to do anything. Well, okay. Then, whatever. That's just my opinion. So I'm not against running parties. I'm just like, I haven't had much success with them. I get a little, but look at it this way. For either Stampin' Up! Or Subology, I have not had a successful party with my hosts yet. Not one. So, it is what it is. It's like I would love to have a successful one. I've gone through the effort to do my own host code and bump it up myself so I can find out how the host successes work, but it just would be nice to have a success, with a host. It's just, yeah, it just doesn't work out for me. And for these super sellers, as in, oh my god, they're getting like $4,000 in sales a month, and I'm like, yeah, okay, well, good for you. I don't have those resources and people and contacts to succeed that way. I just don't. So for me, the longer path is a lot harder to do in this kind of business. I'm breaking my pencils. Anyway. Yeah, my mind just went off to a mental tangent. Yeah, it's just hard to be a seller. At least for me it is. Hey, maybe I'll have a better year. All I know is I just gotta keep moving forward. I just gotta keep building what I'm doing and improving what I'm doing, and I'll get there. So that's how I kind of see it. And just keep going and going. I know I sound like I'm bored. In a way I am. It's just doing these for 2 hours. That's why I don't normally do a 2 hour, but I'm like, it's New Year's, do a 2 hour. Make it fun. It's just, yeah, it's a long commitment for me. Especially I'm not used to doing this. Alright, we're getting there. Okay, where's my white? Oh, that's not white, that's a black. Just my white is a black coating of a pencil, but it's like, yeah, that's not the color I need. Oh boy. It's been a long year. Well, yeah, just keep on coloring. So I forgot to do a Facebook post today. I'll do it at the end of the video. But part of what I can advise about the year is just keep on coloring. Keep on having fun. I started doing a daily Facebook picture on my profile based on coloring sheets I've done, but done up with like a phrase or a saying just to kind of be hopefully inspirational, but pure my content. So I forgot to do today's. Oops. I'll do it at the end of the video, which will be into the new year, but that's okay. Because I meant to do it earlier, and then I just kept forgetting, and life, and forgetting, and whatever, and it is what it is. So I'm just peeking at the metrics and information on how this works on the Facebook Live thing, just in case it's interesting, in case there's something useful. And we're getting closer to New Year's, my friends. I think my pup has finished his snack. Oh, hey, baby. How you doing? I'll pet you in a little while. Oh, I'll pet him now because he's so cute. He is my little darling. I love that dog. And as much as, I know I sound pretty bored doing this, I do enjoy doing this because at some point I relax and I trance into coloring. And that is what I suggest to anybody who's got any sort of interest in coloring. Just color. There is something so wonderful about it. And it's relaxing and it's peaceful. And you just do what you want to do. And all it takes is have something. I mean, yeah, okay, I can advise. Try not to buy dollar store pencils. Try not to buy Crayola. But use what you got. It's a starting point. And it helps inspire to see, hey, what you can do with things. And if it becomes a hobby, there's ways of easy Amazon purchases to find better materials. I have what I like for my list of stuff. I'll be honest, what I'm using on the table here isn't my choice for what it is. Although the Staedtler Ergosoft I really like. The Pentel's pretty good. But because I've bought so many pencils over the years, I'm trying to consume and deplete what I have. So that's why I have so many variable brands in my pencil case. But no, it's just fun of playing. Because my list is based on, I have a list of all the pencil packs I have. It's based on the cost. So I'm still working through the lower tier of cost, and as well as certain brands get depleted because I need a specific color and it had it and I use it up and here we are. So that's kind of my OCD way of doing this. I call it OCD. I don't know what it is really, so. But to me, I just enjoy doing this. And if you need help to know an economic brand of pencils, let's have a chat. I can certainly help you out with that by giving a couple suggestions on what I found doesn't work. And it also depends what the style of coloring you're doing, but like there's always a debate between Faber-Castell and Prismacolor. I'm team Faber. I have a lot of friends who are team Prisma, and that's okay. Like I like Prismas too. They're great for certain things. I use both when I do use them. So either or. It's just, but really, in my opinion, have fun. Use what you like. Find what you like. Doesn't matter what team that you're on. And there's fireworks. Happy New Year. I still wasn't even paying attention. I'm talking, and it's New Year's. And even my watch is doing a fireworks on New Year's. It's gone now, but fireworks. There we go. Happy New Year. It actually feels good to be in the new year right now. I am looking forward to the new year. So, that's just saying. Okay, how much is left in the video? We got 6 minutes left. And I gotta do a quick update my color sheets for what this list is. And then we'll say hello. Finish the farewell to 2022 and hello 2023. And do appreciate anybody who's tuned in at some point during the video. I totally understand. Don't have to watch the whole thing because, hey, it is a long video. But thank you for checking me out. And then because it's New Year's, give me one moment. I gotta finish that purple. And then I am so and have a moment of myself here. Because my theme for the new year, I think, is going to be some amount of self-care. I think I need, because I've been busy the past year with Stampin' Up. I was doing 31, but I quit. I'm on the fence about Sipology, but I'm slowly working towards wanting to do some stuff with it. So I'm thinking, as much as, yes, do what I want to do, but I gotta have self-care. And that's part of, even though this video is work, I do like doing this every week. Because as much as I get, like, last couple months has been holy bloody Christmas, but doing this gives me a chance to just color. Oh, there's lots of fireworks here. That's okay. It's that time of the year. But yeah, it's been an awesome New Year's in its own quiet way. And it looks like we got a fair bit done with the picture tonight, actually. And almost. And my mixed media project is done, so I'm looking forward to starting a new one soon. Probably in a week or so, once I get a little more organized here. I gotta get my last of materials out for my card class next Friday. So, lots to do. But yeah, very much. Lots to do. Alright, continuing on for the next couple of minutes. Because now I'm in the zone. And I'll be honest, after the video is over, I don't actually work on this project. Even though it's like, I was hesitant to do this for a lot in 2022. I really wanted to do it, and I kept putting it off. Finally was like, just start this version. Because I really wanted to try this idea out. And I also wanted to see how long does it take me to actually color something. And I can't believe how long this has taken me. But it's a-okay. But yeah, just still working this purple for the next couple minutes, as almost done for the night here. Alright, we got less than a minute left of the actual coloring. Alright, just about there. Looks like we still got a little bit left of this minute. we're at the 2-hour mark, but I have this pencil loaded, so we're just going to do this section and then call it a night for sure, which is nice. All right, so we got that. Bring in the white. Okay, that is it. So I'm just gonna peel the tape off the top here, because it helps really good. If you ever watch my earlier sessions, the page keeps falling off the easel. So it's like, yeah, I gotta do something here. So let's put the easel away. All right, let's look at the picture. Check that out. That's a significant, this corner's done. Like, we're doing really well here, even though this has taken a huge long time. So we still got the black Mindware, the Staedtler red, the Mindware blue, the Staedtler purple, the Ergosoft Staedtler, the Ergosoft Staedtler brown, another Mindware brown, and then we got the Mindware gray, and then we got the Pentel 388, and then the white. So that's our pencils for this project so far with the current color scheme. That looks really cool on camera right now. Okay, and then lastly, before we go, I gotta update my sheet here again. So let me just stick the big sheet away temporarily. So we got this sheet. Let's give another quick update, because I gotta update the list. Alright, so line through 1. The white don't count because the white doesn't matter. Pentel 388. Apparently somebody wants me. Aw. Someone who's not even in our time zones wishing us a new year. Mindware. Three. Mindware. Okay, 4. Staedtler Ergosoft. 5 Staedtler Ergosoft. And 6 Staedtler, which is getting pretty small. It's a nice color, actually. And then 7 Mindware. And then 8. Now I call this Peacock, because the box is Peacock on it. That way I kind of know which brand I'm talking about, because there's so many different variations of Staedtler. It's actually confusing. And then lastly is Mindware. And as a reminder, we have a Michaels easel, and then we got the Prismacolor sharpener, and the Staedtler sharpener, and then the pencil extenders, and that's it. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to hashtag replay, like, share, comment, follow, and subscribe. Thanks so much, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.